Plus, we'll be talking about how to deal with difficult people. Well, we all have them in our lives, so I'm going to give you all a few tips on how to deal with difficult people. Plus, I will be naming a few books that have helped me to, deal with difficult people in case you have them in your life. And trust me, we all do. And they come in all forms. So, let's get started. So, how's everybody handling quarantine so far? Well, quarantine can be quite difficult, especially if you're living with a difficult person or, basically you have them in your life. It could be your child, could be your spouse, could be that perhaps annoying boss that you have to deal with and have to do Zoom calls with. Basically, they're there. So how do you deal with them? Well, first of all, if you don't live with a difficult person and you have difficult friends or a difficult boyfriend, get rid of them. You don't need that extra drama in your life. Seriously. If you have the possibility, get rid of them. Difficult people can be so draining. Oh, God. Extremely draining. I've developed this thing when I encounter a difficult person, and if I don't have to deal with them, I get rid of them. I don't keep them around in my life because I know life has enough challenges, and you just don't need that drama, you know? So guys, I've taken off my excess makeup from the night before because I never completely take off the makeup. I am going to start off with my Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is my favorite go-to for now. I will probably change up later on, but that is the one which I like to use for making my brow form. Yes, so basically what I do is I try to avoid them. And I also, I get rid of them. I don't deal with difficult people. Like I said, they can be extremely draining and will take up your energy if you allow them to. And you all know them when you meet them. You can immediately sense when you come across somebody who's going to be complicated. Oftentimes we avoid the signs of difficult people. Sometimes they can be extremely flattering, and you get fooled. You get manipulated. Any signs of somebody who's going to call you problems, please do not give them any type of chance to enter into your space. Don't give them any chance whatsoever. Really, get rid of them ASAP. The sooner, the better. Because they will take you on a roller coaster up and down, up and down. And that also applies, like I said, to friends that you have, or that can also mean a boyfriend that you're dealing with. Those are people that you can immediately get rid of if you have the opportunity. Exit ASAP. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to use Brow Vow Conditioning Primer. And I put that on my eyebrows first before I apply my gel, my brow gel that I like to use from Sephora. which is very cheap, by the way. It's a good affordable price. Before I used to use the Yves Saint Laurent Couture Brow, but unfortunately, I think they discontinued this brand, or not brand, but product or line, because I don't know, maybe it wasn't doing good, because I find it nowhere, and I love the way it goes on. But this is equivalent to it. I mean, does the same thing, and it's cheaper. So yeah, I mean, if you have the opportunity, don't give them any type of chance. And literally meaning, if you just sense it, I mean, trust your senses. Oftentimes we ignore those signs, and we're like, oh, maybe we start making excuses. But don't start making excuses. If you got to start making excuses to keep that person involved in your life, then that's already a bad sign. I believe that when people enter in your life, they're supposed to lift you up, encourage you. You should have a happy feeling. You shouldn't feel like drained when you're around that person, or they shouldn't be bringing you down. I mean, I understand we all have bad days, and we all go through things, but I mean, if you have this feeling, I mean, you can feel that person's energy, if it's good or not. Don't make excuses. Don't be the nice person. Stop being the nice person, I can say. They don't deserve your time and energy. None, seriously, none whatsoever. So do yourself the favor and exit ASAP. So, with that said, what are some tips in the case you have to deal with that difficult person? Don't react. Don't go on, when they start to pout like babies, because oftentimes their behavior is almost like babies, dealing with big grown babies. If you have to deal with these type of people, don't play into their woe is me game, or nobody understands me. Don't play into it. I would just downplay it, really. I would not even get on that train, because the moment you get on that train, that's when they're going to start taking you down up and down on that roller coaster. Okay, guys, I'm going to use my MAC brush, and this looks like this, basically. And I use this for putting on my concealer and shaping up my eyebrows. And I use the MAC Finish Concealer. Looks like this. And this is the color NC45. Looks like this. So, basically, I'm going to shape up my eyebrows. Yes, girlfriend or boyfriend, do not deal with these people. They're drainers. But if you have to deal with them, please don't react to them. Keep or try to have minimum contact with them if it's possible. Minimum saying, I would be like, how can I say it? Not necessarily cold, but just a little bit emotionless, Don't show too much emotion when they start going into their little baby rants, That's the best. Because oftentimes they're looking for reactions from you, because they get somehow a good feeling from it, So the best is not to react. One moment, please. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yes. So, don't react to it. Don't go on that train line. Act as cold as possible. Protect your nerves and save that energy for something else. Save it for something that really counts, because in dealing with, like I said, dealing with a difficult person, they will try to suck you into fighting. They want you to feel as miserable as they feel. So the best is not to react. I mean, literally, and distance yourself. Even if you're living with that person, just distant. Just be distance can also not necessarily mean like, being in another location, but distance can also mean like your emotions. Don't put your emotions into it, because it's not worth it. Ways that help me out, with dealing with difficult people. I've also read a lot of books. I've got, by the way, 5 books that I can totally recommend that'll help you also in dealing with difficult people. Reading and gathering that information and knowing who you're dealing with, that's also going to help you with not taking it personal and seeing this person almost as being sick, So the books that help me out, one of them is Controlling People. That's from Patricia Evans, because often when you're dealing with difficult people, they're quite controlling in their ways, You might not see it in the beginning, but they're controlling you as far as, wanting you to follow them and how they feel and seeing their way. Or perhaps, maybe you have a different view, but they're controlling in as far as, wanting you to, how can I explain it? Yeah, they want to control your emotions. They want to pull you into their drama, their games, or I don't know. Like I said, perhaps you're living with a person, and they want to control you as far as with money, or how else control you? Control you through like where you go or whom you deal with. Either way, difficult people are extremely controlling. So this book can help you to see the background or have some inside knowledge about controlling people and ways to go about dealing with them. I'm gonna list the books names at in the comments, or not in the comments, but in the information section, so that way you can look them up. I'll even try to put a link in there so you can just click on the link. I have a lot of paperback books, but I've now graduated to the Kindle family, so I love to get my books now on Kindle, because it's so easy to travel around. You don't have to have 5-10 books with you like the old days. So if you have a Kindle, you can download it, get a sample and see if that apply to you. So now I've shaped up my eyebrows. They're not looking like Angry Birds. I am now going to apply my Strobe Cream Hydrant Lumix from MAC. This is the color Gold Light, and I use this like as a base before applying my foundation. Great stuff. Gives you a nice glow. And this is everyday use. So don't feel bad about taking the time out and bougieing yourself up, especially during this quarantine. Please don't let yourself go. Okay. Yeah. Another book I read is Nasty People. That's a good book as well. And that's written by Jay Carter. And he also gives you tips on, how to deal with difficult people and the history behind difficult people and, different scenarios. And he gives you tips, basically what you can do in order to shut a difficult person down. So that book was quite helpful. I also have that in paperback, so I'm sure you can find it. Like I said, I'm going to link all the Amazon. I'll put in an Amazon link, and then that way you can click on it, and hopefully you can download it, or if you want to have it in paperback, then you can get it in paperback as well. There was a time where I had to have all books in paperback because I like to have that library look. One day I'll show you guys my little library. So I can go and admire and pull out my book. But like I said, now I'm Kindle. I'm totally Kindle. So it's just more convenient. And you can pull it out and read it anytime. And today with the new Kindles, you can even get in a bathtub. And, if the Kindle gets wet, it's no big deal because it's water resistant. Okay, so the next, I'm going to apply my Prolong Concealer from MAC. And this is in the color NC45. Yeah. And I'm going to apply it with my Beauty Blender. Gotta cover up those little circles. So, another book I read was Emotional Blackmail. Emotional Blackmail. That was also a good book from Susan Ford, PhD. I read that a while ago. Basically, she goes into details in depth about, how difficult people can be emotionally abusive as far as pulling you into their drama. There she also goes into detail about where it comes from, how to go about dealing, the signs, etc. Again, I also got that in paperback, but I'll put the link in my information section. Okay, so that is my concealer under the eyes, and as you see, it just changes the whole appearance of your look. Makes you look a lot more awake or awoke. So, and as you see, it's fast. The next thing, I'm going to apply my Huda Beauty concealer, and I use that for over my eyelids where my eyeshadows normally put. And that, I use it as a base. So when I apply my eyeshadow, my eyes pop out. So, yes, so that's a good read. So you guys have enough to read and do. during the quarantine, so there is no excuse. So you can be doing your makeup, you can be making your goals list, and you can be reading in the case you're dealing with a difficult person, because people are going to be difficult now, especially during this quarantine. Everybody's cooped up in the house. You can't really go out, so prepare, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for those difficult people who are lurking in your space or out and about, because trust me, they are out there and you will encounter them. If you don't have them at home, you will encounter them outside. So it's always good to be prepared, and like I said, do not put too much emotion into it. It's just like dealing with babies. I mean, if anything, just envision, when a person comes to you and they start complaining and whining, or if you see that they're playing head games or whatever, just see them as a little baby. Envision them as a little baby who's just like, wee, wee, wee. I can't get my way, so I want to make you miserable. So, I mean, that helps me. That's how I see it. Another book I can recommend is The Betrayal Bond. That's by Patrick J. Carnes. Also, another helpful book with dealing with difficult people. He goes into details about how they try to manipulate you to do what they want you to do. So it gives you some details about how to go about avoiding the manipulation game. Details on the background, how it came about, signs, etc. Okay, so, oops. What am I doing? I was about to put that away. Just did one side. So as you see, it's a difference here from there. Gives you a nice, clean, even look. Because I believe when you apply makeup, I used to apply I used to do a little bit here, a little bit there, but doesn't work. If you're going to put makeup on, then do it all the way. Just looks nicer and cleaner, as you see. Difference. Yes. What else can I say? Difficult people. Wow. That is a topic all by themselves. And if you yourself are difficult, I have no words for you. Zero. Go get yourself some help, some therapy. Really. You'll make the world so much better. A much better place to live in. Just imagine. And don't blame other people for your problems. Get help. That's the only way. Deal with your demons. But basically, I'm talking to the people who have to deal with difficult people or who encounter them and ways to get around them. So, sorry guys, my voice is cracking. I don't know what's going on. I'm not coming down with a cold, but I don't know. Maybe I talk too much, and that's why my voice is cracking. Okay, so I applied the Huda Beauty Concealer. Oh yeah, and I applied it with my MAC brush 195 in case I forgot to mention that. Afterwards, I like to go through and smooth it out because sometimes the brush doesn't do a good job with smoothing out the concealer. It just looks nicer and cleaner. You don't want to have these strokes of concealer. Doesn't look so nice, or should look smooth when you apply the makeup. Big difference. Okay, so now I am ready to apply my foundation. And again, it's from Mac Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 in the color NC45. And again, I'm going to apply with my beauty blender. Some people like to use, because not everybody likes to use a blender for applying the foundation. I do. I find it a lot easier and it just looks nicer. I used to apply it with my brush, this big guy, to do that. But afterwards, I used to see the strokes on my face from applying with the brush. So I think, in my opinion, this gives a much cleaner look when applying it. You basically just take out a little bit and then just tap it on your skin until it's all even out. I'll be right back. I think I got a visitor coming. 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, my little kitties, they're so cute. I also have to homeschool them. They can be difficult too. But they're kids. It's something different, you know? Kids are, they can be quite challenging, but it's, you don't take them too serious. I mean, you shouldn't take them too serious because they're kids. They're developing their personality. They're trying to see, how far they can get away with things, and they're testing you. So there it's kind of safe to say, okay, you're dealing with a kid, so you don't take it serious. So, and that's the same attitude you have to have towards when you're dealing with adult people who are grown and acting like babies. You gotta treat them the same way, or envision them like being little kids, or little babies who just try to get their way, and you gotta be quite firm in your dealings, and what you say, you have to mean it, and just not letting yourself get too emotionally involved, and not take it so serious. Oftentimes when you're dealing with difficult people, the problems that they have that they try to impose on you has actually nothing to do with you, but actually has a lot to do with them. It's their problem, not yours. So don't let yourself be dragged in, and don't take it so serious. I know it's easier said than done, and it requires a lot of practice and a lot of patience, but by reading books and getting the finding resources and helping you to deal with difficult people, it'll help you out a lot, and like I said, if you quarantine with that person, exercise, meditation helps. I got these guys. And they work like a charm. You just put them on, put your music on, put on some motivational speeches, whatever, and turn up the volume. And so when that person goes into their little hissy fit, you just turn it on up and you don't hear anything. You're blocked out and you're in another world. Trust me, it helps like a charm. I use it all the time. Okay, guys, so I did the foundation. Make sure that's all nice and smoothed out. I think it is. And feel good about yourself. That's why I say make sure you get your goals and spoil yourself. That helps. That helps a lot, you know. If somebody's putting you down, first of all, you're not gonna hear anything anyway because you got your headphones on. But in the case you can't wear your headphones, which I certainly recommend to put them on because that's your mind and your what's the word I want to use? That's your person. That's your I think it's your right. It's your God-given right. You know, you don't have to put up with things. You don't have to take it. Honestly, you know. So if you don't feel like listening and dealing, put those headphones on and have no shame in the game. You know, as long as they're not putting their hands on you, you good to go. You know, the moment they put their hands on you, just turn around, knock the fool out of them. But you didn't hear me say that. Okay, so I got one more book that I can recommend. It's called Life Code, and it's from Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil McGraw. Everybody knows Dr. Phil. I don't know if you grew up during a time where Dr. Phil was really big on TV. I don't know. I don't live in the States now, so I haven't lived there in a while, so I'm not sure if he's still on, but he came out with a book a few years ago about how to deal with, not necessarily dealing with difficult people, but just life in general and how you should go about, how you should go about making sure that you don't become, what can I say? Yeah, the loser. That you don't let people run over you. So that book was quite helpful. Life Code, it's called. And once again, I will place the links at the comment section or above the comment section. I'm not sure what they call that. I guess it's that the info part of the YouTube video. Excuse me, guys. I'm still very new to YouTube, so I'm still figuring everything out myself. Okay, so I am going to use my makeup palette, Morphe from Jeffree Star. I think Jeffree Star is complicated, right? I don't know. I hear that he's complicated, but I guess everybody's in some way complicated, very complicated. But some more than others. Okay, I think I'm going to do the color. I think I'm going to do the color channel. And this is so funny with this Jeffree Star palette. If you look at the names, I mentioned this the other day. Welcome back to my channel. That is the names of some of the names of the colors, eyeshadow colors. Here's one. Wand Noise and Lynn in 1985, Mongol, Self-Made, Dog Mom. I don't know what the heck is a dog mom. I don't like that name. Honest Truth, that sounds good. Rolls With It, Millions, Girl. What's the Tea? Baroom, Custom Rims. I mean, I don't know. I think it's hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to go with the color channel because this is my channel. So I'm going to go with channel. Apply my channel. And this is quite, this is definitely a shadow that you can wear for every day. Not too heavy. Although I do like dramatic eyes. I don't know. I think eyes make a statement more so than anything. I think that's one of the first places people look, although that's been argumented that people, you know, look elsewhere, they look at your body, but that's the first thing that people come in contact with for your eyes. You know, that's the first place you look are the eyes, you know, so I like dramatic eyes. Not too dramatic, but I like it when the eyes, pop out. Because if your eyes are popping out, it draws people in, I think. So. So that's dramatic. Oh yeah, and I applied it with my MAC brush. Oh man, I'm not gonna even say, but it looks like this because the number I can't even see it now. And the more I use it, the more it gets washed out. So, but it looks like this. It is a brush, especially for applying eyeshadow. So it's specifically for that. So at least I use it for that, for applying my shadows. I'm going to smoke out my eye like I normally do. Before doing that, I'm going to apply my eyeliner from MAC. And this is the color Photo Gravure. This is literally my everyday go-to eyeliner. I use it every day. It's a dark brown. I don't know. I just like it. Oh my gosh, I'm running out. Oh no. This isn't good. Okay, so I have to order a new one. And when I apply my eyeliner, I like to use my blending brush, or not blending brush, my beauty blender to apply it. So I always use it to hold, and then I hold down my eye and then I apply it. So that way I don't have to touch my makeup, because then sometimes it leaves prints on your face and you don't want that, an imprint. So kind of looks like that. Too heavy. And then later I'm going to go back and smoke that eye out. Looks like that. Not a whole lot. Oh man, I can't believe I'm already out of it. Sometimes I like to use the black eyeliner, but sometimes it's a little bit too dramatic. Probably have to use it until the new MAC one, my new eyeliner comes in. Okay, so now I'm gonna smoke out my eye, and I like to use this Urban Decay brush. Unfortunately, there's no number on it, but it looks like that. And I use that for underneath for smearing out, or giving me that smoky look to really make your eyes pop. So I'm gonna take the color Calabash. That's this one here. I'm not sure how that looks, but that's not too bad. Yes, so getting back to the topic of difficult people. Don't take it too personal. That's one tip I can say. Don't take it too personally. It has nothing to do with you, really. Nothing. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. It requires practice and patience. Practice in ignoring that person. Patience and, not letting yourself, of course, we're all humans, and then, I'm sure from time to time you will react. But in general, the goal is to be calm and not react, I've also, myself, I've been watching on YouTube Dr. Ramani, and she's wow, she's amazing. She talks about narcissism, and most difficult people are narcissists. unless they really have like some major, major issues like schizophrenia. These people are seriously sick, or but narcissism, there are a lot of people. We have a lot of narcissist people out there, and oftentimes that's basically where it roots from, this difficultness. Because if you think about it, most narcissists are basically focused on themselves and not on you and how you feel. So she goes into a lot of, she explains it very well about narcissism and, excuse me, and all the different signs and different parts of narcissism. I highly recommend you watching her videos, because that will also help you out in the different terms. One moment, please. I think I have a visitor. Okay, guys, so I'm back. Yes, check out Dr. Ramani. She has been a huge relief in my life, and also figuring out, okay, where does this, what is this really? What is narcissism? What is a narcissist? Because I just wasn't clear on what it is, but oh my gosh, she has tons of videos explaining, she's, what does she call, like a series of, a glossary basically explaining narcissism and the different happenings, or not happenings, but, how can I say? She talks about like the different things that narcissism do and what it's called. And then she also talks about, how to react. She gives you solutions. So that has been, that's a huge help. So for anybody who, like I said, if you're living with a person, or if you have them in your family, or, somehow can't avoid it, it's going to be a huge help. It'll be able to help you out as well. So check her out. I can highly recommend her. And there are tons of other psychologists who are online on YouTube who can also break it down with narcissism. And because basically that behavior does stem back to narcissism. And trust me, we have them all around. And we have a lot of enablers around. Our society is a huge enabler. It's a huge enabler towards narcissism or narcissist behavior. So check her out. Really get into the topic, and, have patience with yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you find yourself reacting to a difficult person. Guys, by the way, I'm smoking out my eye. Like I said, I told you I like to have a bit of a dramatic look. So I'm using the color Hi Dude, to give me that smoky look. Hi Dude, I love it. Hi Dude. Hey Dude. I think most of the time you would say hey dude and not hi dude, right? Hey dude. Yeah. So that is my smoky look. Excuse me, guys. I don't know, for some reason I am losing my voice. I'm not coming down with a cold, but I don't know, maybe I didn't drink enough. Maybe I'm talking too much. Okay, so next I'm going to do my little wing look, my famous wing look. I love my wing look. And I use Yves Saint Laurent. And it's a couture eyeliner. The color is number 1, Noir Minimum, and it's in matte. They actually, Yves Saint Laurent also has a glossy one. I think I have that one too. But I like the matte. I just like the way it looks. I think glossy is a little bit too much. Yeah, they call it, here it is. This is Yves Saint Laurent Noir Vinyl, or Vial. I think that's how you pronounce it. But that gives you a little bit more of a glossy look. I don't like glossy. I think I like matte more. I'm a matte girl. I like to keep it plain. So I'm going to do my wing look and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my wing look. Fortunately, I kind of messed up a little bit on the wing, but it's okay. I evened it out. Once I put the eyelashes on, you won't know the difference. Okay, so before I apply my eyelashes, you always, most of the time, have to take off the glue from the previous day because the glue will stick on the eyelash. And basically, you just get some tweezers and pluck them out so you can reuse them. That's how you're able to reuse them. It's funny because when I first started wearing eyelashes, I used to wear them like 3 or 4 times with the glue still on it, and I thought, oh, okay, I don't need them anymore. I can't use them anymore, so I would throw them away. And my older daughter told me, Mom, you can reuse them. And I'm like, really? And so she showed me how I could get a long usage out of the eyelashes by plucking them and cleaning them as well. You can clean them too. Just have to be super gentle with cleaning them, but cleaning also works. Excuse me, guys, if you see my nose running, my nose is always running. I mean, it's cold over here in Germany. Can't wait till the summer comes again. Yeah, so basically you just pluck out that little glue. Very simple. And I use, for glue-wise, I use Duo. And I apply my eyelashes with my eyelash tweezers, and they look like this. They're quite long, but they're extremely helpful. I used to wear long nails. Unfortunately, I don't wear them anymore, so applying it with my short nails just doesn't work for me. I mean, for some people it does, but for me not. So now I've become accustomed to now using my eyelash tweezers, and they help a bit. They help a lot, actually. Actually, I find them better than applying them with the nails, because they sometimes used to stick to my nails, the eyelash. You know, I go to put them on, and then they're stuck to my to my nails. So this is a great way of applying the lashes, and they don't necessarily stick to the metal. So I'm gonna put these guys on. Oh yeah, and by the way, these lashes are from Ardell. They're the Remy lashes, and it's 100% Remy, and this is the number 778 I use. So I'm gonna apply these guys, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I got my eyelashes on, and as you see, it makes a big difference. Makes a huge difference. Really makes your eyes pop. And I like to put a little bit of bling bling in the corners and on the side that make them even more pop out. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna try Millions from Jeffree Star. That's this glitzy color there. And I'm gonna apply it with my brush, the MAC 219 SE. It's a small one. This was actually a promotional brush, so I'm not sure if they even, I don't think it's part of their basic brush collection, because I got this on promotion But if you can find something similar to that, this is great for, you know, just applying in the corners to give that pop effect. I mean, that's basically all I use it for, so. All right, so I'm taking, like I said, I'm taking the color Millions, and I'm going to put it there. A bit of blingy. Really gives you, it makes your eyes stand out even more, I think. And just light, not a whole lot. And then I like to put hair on the side as well. I really think it makes the eyes stand out nice. By putting it here and then here. Okay guys, so coming close to the end of the video. I'm now going to apply my blush, and this time I'm going to use Fenty Cream called Cheeks Out. It's part of her new collection, came out last year in 2020. It looks like this. It's a creamy kind of blush. It's not the typical powder, but it goes on really nice, and it's like a fuchsia purple like type color, and I use that. I apply it with my MAC brush, and I believe this is a 183, but it looks like that. Basically just dab it in there, and trust me, it doesn't give like a purple color, but you know, it's something light. It's not a lot. It just basically adds a little bit of color to your cheekbones, but it's very nice and subtle, and just tap in there, apply it that way. And I like to put a little bit on my nose. I don't know, my oldest daughter does that, so I've taken on her habit. I don't know, it just adds something to have a little bit of a, like a blushy reddish color nose, but not really reddish looking, but I don't know, just add something. Okay, so I can recommend this. I like Fenty products, and I really like the new collection from Cheeks. I want to try out the other colors because she has a lot of other colors that she offers in this blush collection. I haven't tried them out. So that's that, and I am going to add my highlighter, and this is also from Fenty. And this is the color Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. These are like really like my everyday highlighters that I use. I have other ones, but these are like my favorite. Tomorrow I'll try, I'll apply my other highlighters that I have. One is from Too Faced. Okay, so basically I apply my highlighter with my MAC brush, the 128S. I believe that's the 128, but it looks like this. It's quite thick. And I like to use that for applying my highlighter. What you think? Okay, so, and last but not least, I will apply my lipstick, and I'm going to take, this is also a nice color from Urban Decay. It's liquid lipstick, and I believe they still have that online. This is like one of their collections or colors that's like everyday use, I would say. And this is the color Amulet. Because I have big lips, I have to apply a lot. I think I'm running out of this. What you think? Adds a little bit of color. Yes. Okay, I'm happy. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my tips. I hope they help you during this quarantine time. Like I said, we all have difficult people in our lives, so check out those books. They'll help you out a lot. And like I said, get you one of these because these are great. These are, by the way, these are from Beats, and this is the noise cancellation. So literally, when you have these guys on, you hear nothing barely. So get some of these too. They help. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me. Oh yeah, and by the way, I got a whole Zara outfit on. Comfortable and stylish. I'm a Zara fan, so I'm going to also do a Zara haul for you guys because I do. I love Zara. I mean, you can look bougie and cute and all for a very good price, and you don't have to spend all that money to look cute. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you again in my next video. And please like the video if it helped you, and share if you like. You know, I'm sure you know somebody. If it's not you who's dealing with a difficult person, I'm sure you know somebody who else who is dealing with a difficult person. So please share the video, and like I said, check out those. Check out Dr. Ramani. She's going to help you out a lot too. So as far as explaining about narcissism, because like I said, most of this behavior from a difficult person stems to narcissism. So if you get a chance, check her out as well. Other than that, leave a comment. I hope they're positive, and if they're not positive, that's also okay. If you have some ideas, share, talk, you know. All right, guys, take care and see you next time. Bye.